Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family. It's a very imperative time we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. I want to thank those who purchased the Crypto Teacher book, NWO book, also those who donated to the Patreon and Cash App. I do have something special that I'm going to be doing this summer for the Patreon and Cash App people, because I do want to give back thanks, because you don't have to give. So basically I'm going to do like a newsletter once a month and tell you exactly what to invest in for the Patreon and Cash App people, because I haven't done anything for you, and basically you've been giving every month, so I do want to thank you a lot. So I do want to pay that back. Much love to you. Now basically the first topic of course is Bitcoin. Right now it is steady. Basically, we may have 1 day, 2 more days of the BitMEX CME, and then of course, like I said, basically we should get a leg up. Ripple had an announcement. That's why you see a little pump there, penny, but you know how Ripple people do. But basically the XRP, XRP and Ripple. But basically, Finex, Bitrue partnership with XRP to basically use XRPL to tokenize real assets. We already know XRPL is definitely going to be a footprint. I went over this yesterday in the new economy. Now, some important news. We have Grayscale bought almost 50% of Mon Ethereum in 2020. So we know why, guys. Basically, that's the smart contracts. Put mortgages, marriages, everything on these contracts, guys. And you don't have to worry about a human. So deeds, anything can go on Ethereum. Ethereum, to me, Ethereum is basically going to be that most used crypto, real life situation. It's definitely have a plenty of value to it, and we all can see that. Of course, we have going over to the economy. We have JP Morgan to unlock trillions of dollars of liquidity with tech partners. And we all know basically that's just digital. Dealing with these fintech banks, that's in Executive Order 13772. We have, of course, CNN article, China is planning to break the US dollar monetary hegemony with the digital yuan. So basically you have United States media. We all know this is a global situation. This is all set up. I've already proven it. China will rise up over United States. But of course, they have to bring the United States to its knees first. And that's the reason why we have over 26 million people out of work. Now, basically we have Pelosi, who at first said she didn't agree with universal basic income. Now coming back saying it may be a good use due to the C word. So we all seeing this shift. And the fact is that if you're going to give people free money and you don't want to print it, keep printing, the best way, of course, is the digital version. And plus, you can see everything they're spending. So therefore, like Amazon, they can send you items before you even order it. So they'll know everything you're going to be doing before you do it. And you see this China versus U.S., say, all right, this may be the new Cold War. So we clearly see these two giants about to collide. Getting over to technology, we have China installing surveillance cameras outside people's front doors and inside the home. So the government is putting it outside and inside. So we all know, I have a video at the end that's going to have these smart, that's all this is set up, smart cities. They're setting all this up now. While people are sitting at home, they outside building. You see all these construction workers with no masks, shipyards, they're building these big boats, getting ready for this war. World War III is definitely coming. We have the Fed, of course, with these low rates. And, of course, they're going to be doing an announcement, I think it's either today or tomorrow, as far as what they're going to do with these rates. But because the rates are so low, if you're saving money, you're not making any money. It doesn't make sense to save money right now. You have to invest in order to make money on top of your money. You just let money save. If you're just saving money, that just makes no sense whatsoever. But you never use your money for investment. You use other people's money. That's why you have your LLCs. But also, the Bank of Japan has said they're going to ramp up their stimulus pledge. We all know United States, London runs Japan. That's the reason why they own our debt along with China. So Japan is nothing but a puppet of the United States. Now, some crazy news is that the Lakers, another big company, the Lakers got $4.6 million of this C-word relief instead of the small business. Guys, how does that happen? They just use this trillions and trillions of dollars to funnel money out to who they wanted it, because there's no way they could have got that money that fast. So that's all this was, to see what they could get away with before, of course, they get caught. So, guys, the wonderful part about technology is that the fact is we can see things that we normally couldn't have saw. So the fact is they're definitely getting busted, taking all this money from the small businesses, but we already knew that that's what they were going to try to do anyway. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher, NWO book, your cryptos, if you're new to cryptos, Bitrue, Coinbase, Binance, your stocks, Cobalt, chip stocks, your gaming stocks, the actual bank stocks. Never bet against the banks. Of course, everybody's sitting at home, investing in those stocks. The C word, the biotech stocks, and then also when 26 million people out of work, they get depressed, anxiety. Don't forget about the weed stocks and alcohol stocks. And y'all have a wonderful day.
Smart cities are developing at breakneck speed. As one leading expert told me at the Gulf Information Technology exhibition in Dubai, they're becoming like the body of an artificially intelligent mind.
To make a smart city that's really smart, rather than just being called smart, you need your car traffic analytics, you need medical analysis on people, you need a smart power grid, a model of everything happening in the city. You need to integrate all these systems together into a whole, so then the city almost becomes like the body of an AI. Now we're seeing the build out of specific subsystems of cities in smart ways. And I think over the next few years, you're going to see these subsystems connected together until you get really an integrated mind for the whole city.
And here in Dubai, there's one single app on which apparently you can do almost anything. I've come to an exhibition by Smart Dubai to find out more.
We have an application called Dubai Now with the aim to put all government services under one umbrella. So we have over 88 services currently in Dubai Now, all from one single application.
If you want to drive a car in Dubai, you need first to have a driving license. The lessons are provided by private sector, but the license is provided by government. To own a car, you will buy a car from a dealer, but to register it is with a government entity. To finance it, you need to go to a bank sector. To insure it, you need to go to insurance sector. You can do them all from one platform, which is called Dubai Now.
What we are now doing is expanding our view and also including the private sector in the digitization of services.
You can sign contracts, selling properties, owning properties on top of this, and these digital signatures is already recognized by the legislative agencies in our city.
The Dubai Now app recently reached 1 million downloads. I asked some users about their experience of it.
It's a really good app to have all these applications come into one place where you can actually see everything, whether it's from Dubai courts, to your immigration, to your DEWA bills, to your fines, to your parking. So for us, it's very easy to use. We can use it from home, from the office. I launch it. I use my dashboard because I can see everything on here, which is payments related to fines or electrical bills. If you go to driving, it will tell you the nearest parking to you. These are all your cars. You could see what you have that needs to be renewed or if there's a fine on it. So this is basically why I like Dubai Now, and it's all this integration of all these applications into one.
I use it to pay all my bills and utilities. It saves me receiving email notifications or paper to pay my bills, and I can pay the whole month's worth of bills in about 30 seconds.
But who has access to all this data, and how is it protected?
We put a full-fledged establishment around governing data, putting ethics and principles around the utilization of such data, keeping at the center of this mechanism the privacy and security of the individuals in our city.
While apps like this could soon spell the end of bureaucracy as we know it, and eliminate paper use, the cornerstone of any smart city is the efficient regulation of its power supply. And that means smart power grids.
When you build a grid infrastructure, you have to build it to your peak demand. And peak demands can be a factor of 5 larger than the base load or some of the other load levels during the rest of the day. And when you start to build infrastructure that's 5 times as complex and as robust as it needs to be for most of the day, there's a lot of waste that goes into that.
Smart grids are a key component of the Dubai Electricity and Water Authority's strategy to make the Emirate the smartest city in the world. 1.7 billion euros is being invested in them. The local authority has reduced losses from electricity transmission and distribution networks to just 3.3%. Thousands of customers have already installed solar panels in their homes with a total capacity of around 106 megawatts. These are connected to the power grid, and any surplus electricity generated goes towards cutting bills.
The technology is going to be incredible. We need to roll it out with a decentralized control system, because a safeguard that involves a small elite safeguarding everyone else has some well-known failure modes associated with it.
As these technologies link up, our cities look set to get truly smart, but how we protect private data needed to drive them must be equally smart.